Sit back and relax for an evening with the Thamesmen.
George, how are you?
I'm good. Yes. Well, I'm hot. It's a sunny afternoon here. Bloody hot, but we're good.
Yeah, Englishmen and heat, we just don't mix, do we?
It's got a bit pink, really. So.
This is me with a suntan. After I peel, I go back to blue.
Orange and purple. Yeah.
Grey,
exactly.
just grey, just English grey, you know. Yeah. Anyway, welcome to Rewind Week, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us. Everyone voted. What are we doing? We're doing the long hair or short hair. It's Gary Moore is in the short hair category.
Well, weirdly, but he's got long hair. But anyway, sort of. He's got a poodle cut, hasn't he? But you know, it's good. But
don't know if you will be lynched for that or not. But anyway, so he's the winner, isn't he?
I can't talk about poodle cuts, can I?
No, you should get a tight perm.
I'm not going to.
Your hair would just be up like that. You know? You look like the bass player from Rory Gallagher's band if you did that.
I've got natural curls, mate. Natural curls. Don't need a perm.
Is that what you call it? That's been
anyway. Very natural.
Gary Moore, congratulations, 41%, absolutely destroyed it.
Yeah, absolutely. But the thing is, this is a themed week of Rewind. Last week we tried to do new band week, and we had a bit of a disaster, didn't we?
It was absolutely tragic, wasn't it?
3 great tracks, all of them blocked. Well, one of them we've now released, and we might get around to the others if they get cleared. So what we had to do is we created a Patreon channel.
Yeah, so what we did is we had all the videos edited. We looked amazing, quite frankly, didn't we?
Sounded fantastic.
Beautiful. You looked again, Adonis.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And we had them all edited, and so we couldn't use them. They got blocked. So we just winged them over there, and that was good actually. That got us going. And now what we're going to do also, we've decided that not only are we going to do that, we're actually going to put one dedicated video always over to there every month for just to say thanks for everyone who supports us.
Yeah, and so if you like what we do, and it helps us keep the wheels turning. And so the Patreon channel, 3 levels, 3 tiers. Join one which best suits you, please. And but we will continue putting everything out here we can as well.
Well, and on Gary Moore, you know what band he did beat?
Who did he beat?
My dad's band. They only got my dad's band only got 9%.
You're not bitter then, are you?
No, but I thought this could be a royalty wagon. We could just like keep the royalties. So
well, you get kickback from it, would you?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Where there's a father, there's a royalty.
Okay, good. Get better Christmas presents.
Right. Absolutely. So my dad lost. Sorry, Dad. Actually, I'm lining up a special with that one, but looking forward to this one. Gary Moore, and the track is, George?
It's cool. I had to write it down. The Messiah Will Come Again, which was in the voting. People recommended it. They said it's an absolute blinder. I've queued it up. I haven't watched it. So I'm hoping the video we've chosen is the right one. But let us see.
Let's do it. The Messiah will come again. Brian.
Very naughty boy.
He's not a naughty boy. Nah.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's do this. 3.
God, I love Life of Brian.
I love Life of Brian. Oh, it's the best movie.
It's just one of the best.
We should do like an online just Life of Brian one day.
Absolutely sacrilegious. You know that, just on a side note, we were just about to go into Gary Moore too, sorry, that George Harrison, he remortgaged Friar Park to make that film.
Because he was Handmade Films, wasn't it? Was it Handmade Films?
Yeah. And he actually mortgaged Friar Park, to get a mortgage. I can't believe he had.
Which, for those who don't know, was his house just outside Henley-on-Thames, which we knew fairly well. So.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, back on to Gary Moore.
Where did we get to in the count? I think we're on 3, weren't we?
The new Messiah? He's not the Messiah now.
He's a very naughty boy.
All right.
No, stop it.
The Messiah, he's not the Messiah. He will come again. 3, 2, 1, boom.
Now you listen here. He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. Now go away.
3, 2, 1, boom.
Nice organ. So they say.
Said the bishop to the nun.
The Messiah has come.
Oh my gosh. So
that was brilliant. I mean, I love the video. You could, he was astounding.
Oh my God. So
say something, man. Say something.
I'm absolutely blown away.
That guitar. My God.
The thing about Gary Moore is I never really got into Gary Moore truly because I didn't feel he had that much soul as in terms of, grit and just like, but what I just saw there, so I'm a bit of a ignoramus when it comes to Gary Moore. When I have probably seen the greatest exhibition of lead guitar playing I've ever seen.
Yeah, no. I mean, it was beautiful, and just this, the video, because they had it zoomed in on his hands the whole time or most of the time, you could just see the finesse within his movements and the pure mastery of that guitar. Which is a beautiful guitar. We talked about the guitar in the past, I think, and I think isn't it owned by Kirk Hammett now?
That was Greenie. That's Greenie from Fleetwood Mac from Peter Green.
No, I think someone else was.
He might. Yeah, he might have. I don't know.
Might have done. But anyway, but yeah, just.
So there was one bit. So there was one bit that I was watching that was just amazing. So he's doing volume swells. So when you do volume swells, you're playing like that, but with your hand, you're actually playing the volume down there as well. You bring it in so it swells in and out. Now, actually, it's easier on a Les Paul than it is on a Strat, but still very hard. He did a whole segment of just volume swells. Then he went into the palm, where the palm bit. So he's, syncopating on that. And then he was switching between the pickups, so you got I mean, at the same point, he was just doing these unbelievable runs, and then he would just pick one note out and the sustain and the bend on it.
The sustain's still going now. On that last note, that's still somewhere, just traveling out past Venus somewhere. That sustain it is still going.
The sound of Krakatoa went around the world 3 times. Gary Moore is still going around now. It's going around. That sustain note is not every January the 3rd. Just goes by.
Yeah, just hear it. A little moment of it. It was like,
Gary. That was absolutely phenomenal. I find the tunes always a wee bit tacky, but it's just a platform, right? A platform for him to show his skills off. But then he just shows his skills off, and they're just spellbinding.
And that performance as well, with the sort of the bed from the organ. And then a solid sort of drumming, which sounded great. The drum kit sounded really warm and really sort of present. It sounded like a drum kit should. He had something to really build on top of, I thought, which was great. I'm glad we got to rewind to that one. I think that's the best Gary Moore we've seen so far.
If anyone, a big Gary Moore fan, and you liked that track, also listen to The Bluest Blues by Alvin Lee. My old man's not on that track. He did that, so it's the same vein, But Gary, you know, go and listen to that as well. It's their par whatever. But this was just because it was recorded, and as you said, you could see his hands.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
Just phenomenal.
So, is that a banger or is that a wanger, sir?
That is an absolute gobsmacking banger.
It's a banger, that one. It's a huge banger. What sort of banger is it, sir?
What do you think?
I'm thinking it's Yellowstone. It's another Yellowstone. It's a super volcano of a banger. It's the one that could end the world if it was to fully blow. It's a biggie. You know, it's buffaloes going into outer space as it goes. That's it.
And a lot of tourists as well.
I don't care about it. It's the buffaloes I care about. They're much more interesting.
Yeah. Buffaloes in space, man.
Buffaloes in space. Just like...
Buffaloes in space. I don't know if buffaloes moo, do they?
Do they moo?
Imagine being in the space station and just like, woo.
You're William Shatner on your visit, going on Blue Origin, and be like,
it's just like, what's wrong, William? I saw a buffalo. All right, then, Will. All right, easy on the acid, Will. All right, fantastic. Yeah, so I agree with you. Yellowstone banger.
Perfect. Excellent. Good. Buffaloes in space.
Thank you. I tell you, what a real treat. The rewind. We can go back and just get back into.
Yeah, that was great. Really glad we did that. It was a really good chance to see that. So.
Phenomenal.
Thank you for everyone who voted, and thank you for the recommendations, because it was one of the recommendations after the voting, and so thank you. Appreciate it. And check us out Instagram,
yes,
Patreon if you're feeling like you want to support what we do,
yes,
and here always.
All right. Fantastic. Thank you very much. I'll see you on the flip side, George.
On the flip side.